let me just start with a very simple question, just in a couple of minutes, sort of, who are you? What's your day job? And I hope it's one that's relevant to this. I trust it is. And how do you integrate this concept, which is what we're discussing in this panel, of the end user at the center of design into your overall approach?
Okay, thank you. So I'm replacing Edouard, who is absent today. So Emmanuel Stenier.
Beg your pardon, I didn't get that note.
I'm
Okay.
actually the CPO, so the purchasing officer for the Thomas Group back in Belgium.
Okay.
How do we have a user-centric experience? Well, Thomas et Piron, in his home division, is known as a kind of a turnkey home builders, but actually we really accompany our client into their project. So even though we're known as turnkey, they are really the center of developing their future home based on many models that we have, but at the end of the day they still define what they want.
They still define, okay.
Yeah, so we don't customize our product, we personalize our homes.
Okay. Interesting, because sometimes people mix the two, don't they? Customize, personalize. Even I do. So that's good, interesting nuance there. Thank you very much. There you go. He set the bar for conciseness, I think. So let's come to you, sir. Indeed, Harwil. So tell me, what's your day job? What do you do, and how do you integrate this approach?
Yeah, I'm a real estate director in Holland for a big, large building company. Heijmans is it called. Let's start to say that in our work, it's all about the end user. And our philosophy is based on making healthy environments. And when you have a healthy environment or a healthy building, it only has sense when it's used. And normally we are focused on going to the physical, spatial elements such as energy, circularity, mobility. But it's all about the end user.
Okay.
And we don't have to forget them. So in our approaches and in our development process, we introduce some end user moments. And for example, in our design phase, we introduced a so-called participation process, which means that we, in an early phase in our development, we connect to sitting users, companies, government, new potential users, and we use this input in our design process.
Okay, and do you find that just one question that because you talked about personalize, don't customize. What's the relationship between how much you drive the end user to be able to dictate what they need, so by giving those pointers in, and how much they will come to you with that?
In Holland, we have a big discussion about affordable housing.
Yeah.
And personalizing is not almost affordable.
Okay.
So we have to choose what's the right way.
So you need to push that. You need
to
drive that. You need to be the drivers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. So I will come to you, please, Jan. And same question goes to you.
I'm the CEO of Fjorborg houses. We are building wooden houses for the German market in Scandinavian style. So that's a very, very small part of the house market. And let me just say, there is no typical end user for us.
Okay.
People have different needs, wishes, and ideas. And some people build houses to have a cozy home for their families, and others just to impress family, colleagues, or something like this. And second one, for example, is not our type of customer. So our first check is always whether the customer fits to our company and to our philosophy. And if that's the case, we invest a lot of time in working out the details to make them their special dream come true. And our customers only have one thing in common, and that's the love to classical Scandinavian architecture and wood as a natural, sustainable building material. And this is our common base. And from that point on, it's very easy to start designing their future home together with them. We just ask them.
Great. I love that.
what's important for them, and in order to combine those information with our experiences. And people don't always perceive their needs on a conscious level.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So they sometimes need our help, a small nudge, to bring it to the surface. So, in conclusion, first up, make sure you know who you are and what you're good at. And the second point is look out for matching partners. You can't make everyone happy.
Yeah.
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 And get to know your partners and their needs is the third step. And the fourth, find solutions to convert those wishes of your customers into reality.
Thank you. And I had this image to you and your colleagues, you know, when you said, you know, we know quite rapidly if they're for us or not. I can imagine somebody coming into your offices and you just looking at and going, no, but we'll just humour them anyway. You must have this radar where you know very quickly whether they're for you or not, whether they're going to want what you offer and the way you would work with them.
We know what questions to ask
Yeah.
to see whether it fits or not.
Yeah, so you're going to know pretty quickly. And just before I close with this side and come to you two gentlemen, I'm just going to come back to you because you set up the personalization, customization. I'm very curious about this relationship because you heard about we're predominantly the drivers. There's a question of affordability. It really is, we sometimes need to prompt. You know, we need to nudge, I think was the word. In that process of personalization, what is that dynamic with you and the end user? Who is prompting who, or what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
I think that we would prompt because obviously we have a business model that we know what we can do, but we also know what we don't want to do. Even though we have a division within the group who is specialized in renovation, and that division can offer variation of what the other division would do. So the portfolio of our products, I guess the end user can find a place within our company. But obviously, given our business model, we would prompt.
Yeah, so it's very clear, and that what you're saying is you're clear about what you offer, and therefore you're clear about the kind of customer who's going to benefit and work well with you for you to be able to create for them what they need. So there is that clarity. Okay, I will come back to you. Who shall I turn to next? David, I think. Same question, I think we'll go to you. So what are you doing in your day-to-day job? And you heard a little bit, any of that resonate in terms of how you would sort of promote and live this end-user philosophy?
En français.
Oh, hang on a minute. En français. Vous pouvez avoir pour vous-même. Merci.
Je dirige une société assez ancienne qui a près de 90 ans d'existence et en fait l'écologie, la santé n'étaient pas dans nos préoccupations il y a encore quelques années. On y est venu par plusieurs facteurs. On y est venu par des études, des recherches.
Hang on a minute, they still don't want to let them miss. Are you all set up? I didn't ask, I beg your pardon. They're good. Hang on, there's a man still doing his headset. I'm waiting for you, sir. And him. We're good to go. Sorry, so vous avez dit que ce n'était pas ancré au début, cette côté écologique et santé.
Non,
c'est ça.
On y est venu pour plusieurs facteurs. La lecture d'études, de recherches, des voyages, surtout dans les pays scandinaves, la demande des clients et les contraintes que nous pouvons avoir. J'ai peut-être une première image à montrer.
Ah, vous avez une image? Ah, on a? Oh, c'est... Am I doing the image? Is it me? Oh, hang on a minute.
It's not mine.
Oh dear. He doesn't want to claim responsibility for that image. I'm not going to intervene. But they're nice anyway, so just enjoy the images as you see them. Just don't sort of put them on this man. Are we there? No? Okay. Vous voulez continuer?
Je peux commenter aussi sur une image comme celle-là. Le problème que nous avons, nous construisons autour de Paris, sur l'Île-de-France, et on est sur des terrains qui ont beaucoup de contraintes. Donc on ne peut pas orienter la maison comme nous voulons sur le terrain. On est obligé de faire avec le voisin de droite et le voisin de gauche. Donc la difficulté, la première la première préoccupation que nous avons eue il y a quelques années avec nos clients, c'est comment on fait pour capter la lumière quand la maison, de par le terrain, est mal orientée et entourée de voisins. Et VELUX, de par les fenêtres ou les verrières, a correspondu à notre recherche en permettant des ouvertures dans la toiture avec des planchers en verre pour récupérer la lumière dans les pièces de vie. Ça a été la première étape de notre évolution.
Okay, sorry, did you need a headset or are you good? You speak French? Oh, well, he was just saying that the difficulty at the beginning, he had a lot of constraints on left and right. So it was how can you capture light, particularly when the orientation is problematic, and was therefore saying that with VELUX, what was very helpful is that you could capture light coming from above, and that was very helpful, but his company didn't have a history in this whole side of healthy and ecologically sound buildings. Okay, thank you. Maybe somebody can lend this gentleman a headset. And I come to you, please. So let's hear Morten.
I don't know which microphone. Is that the one?
Yeah, take that one.
Okay.
Try it out.
I'll try it out.
Good. It seems to be working.
I think so. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Morten Chrone. I'm part of the management team at HusCompagniet, based in Denmark, and have operations in Denmark, Sweden, and Germany. We construct some 2,000 houses per year. They're all customized, so we take great pride in what we do. And I just realized today that the 5 of us are now having a great responsibility because we're more important than your doctor. So we'll
Yes.
try to live up to that.
Yeah.
That's a huge challenge.
Yeah, it is.
Some of the images you see now is from the company where I work. And I think that the challenge that we have is that we personalize and customize every single house. Not 2 of the 2,000 houses are the same. So in order to increase the living space and the feeling of the house, we need to implement daylight and good air conditioning and everything. But sometimes it's difficult for us to sell this to the customer because the daylight is just basically a hole in the roof. You don't see it. So you're competing with kitchens and tiles and nice wooden floors and everything. So by having experienced it, it's so much easier. And that's why we have constructed throughout Denmark, we have almost 80 full-blown show houses where you can actually experience the touch and feel of the house. So it's fully furnished. So that's how we operate.
Thank you. Does anybody else have those challenges of the difficulty of selling light? So obviously a demo, a show home is hugely helpful.
Well, recently what we've done is with VELUX, we've built a witness house that we call Air and Light. And originally the house was designed as a regular house, and then we worked with VELUX to study the impact of opening the house. And so we have pictures, before and after. And now the house is built and open, is being visited, and it's it's very successful. So we hope that. By the way, it's a wooden house. And we hope that the neighborhood that we are opening will have more of those, so people can really see the impact.
I mean, obviously, perhaps it applies less because you're saying what you offer, and your customers are going to quickly know. But the same question goes again: does anybody they aren't necessarily easy concepts to sell? We've heard this. Is there? We talked about show places, you talked about a témoin home. Any other sort of solutions?
To show light is not a problem. We build a lot of houses, so you can take people over there. But to sell health, it's another question. And at the moment we are using a lot of sensoring, like the family was sitting here before.
Yeah.
We also do that to measure what we say we want to deliver to a customer. And there we learn a lot from the data. We're collecting data, and we have to use the right data to sell. In a few years, we can sell you 2 years of life extension. That should be great.
Okay. Life prolonged, not extinction. No, come
Is
to
the wrong
our
word?
building. It's the wrong. Oh, I love that. You're thinking Extinction Rebellion, I think, is in your head. No,
Okay,
2 years of
prolonging.
prolonging your life. Not
Yeah.
buy one of our homes, you'll be
Yeah.
dead 2 years earlier than you should be.
It's the wrong word.
Oh, do you know, I've done the best service today. Doesn't matter if I'm a shitty moderator. I have saved him so much
Thank
money.
you, thank you.
Okay. So, you wanted to come in here, I think.
Yes, we did something similar with VELUX, and for the key is to make people aware of the difference. So we took some houses that were already built and put in the VELUX windows and showed them on the computer the difference, the visualization. That's what made people aware, and even our salesman made it aware that this is an important topic and changes the building in whole.
Mm-hmm. Interesting what you say there. Even the salesman, you have to think about who is part of your value chain. And I mean, just to come to you, because you were talking about these homes, do you see people having these aha moments where it's not just about the light? As he said, it's the difficulty is selling the health, where that connection is made.
I would definitely say once they have experienced it, there's sort of there's not a challenge selling it. That's pretty easy. So you need to get to the point where you're not sitting in an office designing a house for someone who's going to live in it, but by actually experience it, so you can actually turn the blinds on and off so they see the difference. Once they have seen the difference, there's no point. Then they want it. And I think with the new active system where they can control the CO2 level and the moisture and open it, we get some ventilation in it, then it's becoming even more applicable.
Tangible. Yeah, for them.
So but we found that once we had it up and running with our show houses, so they can actually see it live, so it's not something that they need to challenge whether they should upgrade their kitchen or have 2 VELUX windows. That's when it becomes apparent, and that works.
You haven't had problems with people ending up squatting in your show homes
No,
afterwards, have you? It's a bit like when the Ibbotson said we didn't want to leave. Anything that you would like to add here in terms of the challenges? I mean, you've said vous avez parlé des contraintes et avec les orientations, mais est-ce qu'il y avait pour vendre la santé physique, mentale, est-ce que c'est un défi?
Alors, c'est un défi parce que c'est vrai que c'est compliqué de faire ressentir aux clients les plus-values de la santé. Nous, on a développé un concept, c'est Hygge, je ne sais pas si on peut le montrer à l'écran.
Oh, you are not doing well with the screens, are you? Do we have that screen? Ça s'appelle quoi?
Hygge.
Hygge.
Non, après.
Après. If we can go to the next one. The next one. He's got many slides. Oh, blimey. The next one. Keep going.
Yeah,
Hygge.
Okay. Oui, Hygge.
Did you see how I pronounced that? No. I did your name badly, but I did that well. Hygge. Okay.
Hygge.
Yeah.
C'est un concept qui s'articule autour de 5 pivots que l'on considère essentiels pour la santé. C'est l'air, respirer un air sain et une ventilation naturelle la nuit. C'est la connectivité et la domotique, la possibilité de piloter sa maison entièrement. C'est le silence et le calme qu'on peut avoir chez soi. C'est l'eau sous 2 dimensions, l'eau au pH neutre pour pouvoir se laver en respectant sa peau, mais également l'eau potable que l'on peut tirer du robinet et éviter de gaspiller des bouteilles de plastique. Et le dernier point, c'est la lumière, selon 2 angles. La lumière naturelle, comme on peut l'avoir avec les solutions VELUX, mais aussi la lumière artificielle du soir, de manière à ce qu'elle soit disposée dans la maison de la meilleure façon possible pour éviter de fatiguer nos clients. Et donc, on travaille maintenant, comme je vous disais tout à l'heure, on était parti de rien, on a commencé par la lumière naturelle, et maintenant on est sur ces 5 axes qu'on travaille sur nos nouveaux modèles. Et j'ai une dernière diapo, si on peut la passer.
We can have the next one. I think it's the last
The
one.
last.
Has he got anything else? Any other slide, ladies and gentlemen? Is that it?
No.
Going to the other way? No, there's an out. Okay, we'll get there. Okay.
Sur nos dernières propositions architecturales à nos clients, on est sur ces 5 points respectables. Je ne sais pas si on fait ce qu'il y a de mieux, pour essayer de reprendre une phrase que je connais. Je ne sais pas si on fait ce qu'il y a de mieux, mais on essaie de faire chaque jour de notre mieux et on le fait de mieux en mieux. Et je pense que la sensibilité qu'on peut avoir sur l'écologie et la santé, c'est pas d'être jusqu'au boutiste, mais d'être dans une démarche.
That's excellent. So he says that every day he feels they're doing their best. So with all of this drive towards sustainability and good health and how homes contribute, and offices and schools, but homes here that we're talking about, don't try and be a Buddhist. Don't try and get it absolutely right. Do your best. And thank you. So I didn't need to translate because you saw the little pictograms of where they base those 5 key areas. But I particularly liked it when you said silence in the home. That was lovely and so important. So one more question for you, gentlemen. I'll start with you and then I'll see if there's anything else you wish to say that I hadn't elicited. But is it the role of the sector? You know, we've talked about how it's challenging to get that out there. The statistics we've heard might be unutterably compelling. The cost saving is clear, but we're in a bit of an echo chamber. So is it the role of the sector to inspire and to educate, and alongside whom?
I think educating is the wrong approach because nobody likes to be patronized. So inspiring is the right word. With the campaign, the Intergeneration, for example, VELUX did a very good start to make people aware of the topic. Sadly, this campaign was very negative, very dark. Our approach is a more positive one by giving priority to the advantages of daylight and fresh air, and to inspire people to do the very right thing for their families and for themselves by designing their house with us.
Okay, thank you. So you're focusing on that sort of, you said inspiring, joyful, the benefits, and...
Yeah, we're all here designers, architects, and scientists, but people come to us and say, hey, we want our house to be friendly and welcoming.
Okay.
So what do you do with that? To show them how important daylight and fresh air is, and how you get those things into your home. That leads them towards the epiphany, hey, I should really buy more of these VELUX windows.
Okay, thank you. And that goes back to what you said. We're not interested in people. Our customers aren't those who want show homes. Our customers are those who want cozy homes. And you said there again, friendly. How about, what's your, so is educate, does it feel a bit the wrong word? Is it inspire? Is it open minds? Is it, what is it?
Well, yeah, I think I like the word inspiring better. I think that as a developer or builder, you know, we have kind of a leadership market share in our countries or in our work. So yes, I think we need to show the way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's part of our role. But not only in you know what we build, but also how we live. I think that also, you know, the way we work with our employees is something that, you know, we also need to show the way. Mm-hmm. At Thomas Piron, we also build office. I know we're talking home, but you know, let me talk a little bit about office. Our brand new headquarter for the building division is fully ZEB, and kind of an NWO, new way of working, so that when someone comes and say, you know, can you build something for us? We have something to show, and this is how our employees. Yeah. Live, sure. You know, day after day in an environment that we can offer to our future customer, and you know, it's not only a showcase, it's not only a maison témoin. It's really how we live every day.
Absolutely.
And
otherwise,
and how we treat and how we work with our own employees.
Otherwise, your poor employees would be suffering from what we would say cognitive and physical dissonance, wouldn't they? It
Exactly.
would be,
so
very.
Yeah, so it's
I like this.
It's straight. Yeah.
So he's saying no Buddhist, and you're saying. Zen. No,
Zen.
I'm teasing. Yeah. Okay, for you, sir, please. What do you think? What kind of what should you be in the sector? How can you help? How can you contribute?
I think we have a big impact on making the built environment by what we're doing, and we can't do it on our own. So we need new partnerships. That's inspiring for me because I met a lot of new branches, people. For example, we're now working with the University of Delft. Naturalis is a scientific organization. RIVM, it's a Dutch health governmental organization with lots of data about health. It's not about only only about daylight, but also about loneliness. It's a big problem in Holland. That gives us new energy to search for new solutions in our buildings.
Yeah. Thank you, and thank you again, because that's obviously something that Carla Camilla was pinpointing at the start, this issue of building. But what I found particularly interesting with what she was saying was, don't just create the community spaces, we need facilitators. But that we could discuss. I mean, it's all such fertile ground for discussion. Thank you for that. What, in conclusion, would you say in terms of the role of the sector in inspiring and informing? Qu'est-ce que vous direz en tant que oui, d'inspirer?
Pour le client, pour le client final.
Oui, tout à fait, tout à fait.
Pour le client
tout
final,
le monde, en fin de compte, qui contribue à améliorer les statistiques qu'on a entendues pas mal de fois jusqu'à ce moment-là.
En fait, c'est une technique de petits pas. En introduction tout à l'heure, on avait une statistique qui disait que le pourcentage le plus riche de la planète, c'est celui qui polluait le plus. Moi, je ne fais pas les maisons, les plus belles maisons du monde, mais on essaie de faire de jolies maisons sur l'île de France. Et je trouve que nos clients, déjà, doivent montrer valeur d'exemple. Ceux qui ont les moyens de pouvoir aller sur une maison respectueuse sur la santé doivent aller dans cette voie. Il y a un vieux slogan de la SNCF, la compagnie de fer française, qui était le progrès ne vaut que s'il est partagé par tous. Et je trouve que ce slogan, il est toujours vrai aujourd'hui. Vous devez avoir un public qui va ouvrir la voie, et c'est souvent le public qui dispose le plus de moyens, parce que c'est lui qui a accès à la nouvelle technologie. Mais après, cette nouvelle technologie se popularise, le prix d'accès baisse, et ensuite vous pouvez la diffuser sur d'autres couches de population. Ouais. Donc le progrès ne vaut que s'il est partagé par tous, il faut du temps, mais c'est dans cette voie-là que nous allons.
Thank you very much. So those who have got the most means should be the pioneers to lead the way. And the more that happens, the more you create the economies of scale, because all of this progress is worth nothing if it is not inclusive and doesn't bring everybody along with it. So really putting a responsibility there on those that have the means to lead the way and create that environment for all. I give you the last word, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I definitely think it's the industry. We have the responsibility, and I'll demonstrate that with a quick show of hands. So those of you who have constructed and built a brand new one-family house in your life, please show of hands. I would say that is less than 1/4, 1/5 of it. And then show of hands, those of you who have constructed more than 3 houses in your life, right from scratch. You know, it's counting in one hand. So my point here is that since we are the professionals, the company I work for, we have constructed 20,000 houses. So we are gathering all of this information. So we actually know something that you don't know. And it's our obligation to pass that on to future generations and to future customers within this segment in order to increase the houses and the quality of the houses. A first-time buyer would not be able to do so.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Did you have a last, you've been so well prepared, did you manage to say all that you, okay, I always like, because my God, 48 seconds to go, good grief, we're on time, and we started late. So these people, I am sure we could have them around a dinner table and it would be a fascinating, great conversation, and I've had but 30 minutes with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A very warm round of applause to them. That was brilliant. Thank you.